Eesho, Mishihaykku, Stuthi, Ayirikatte. Welcome to Brides of Kings Season 1 Episode 15. This is Jeffrey V. Joseph from St. Francis Assisi Church, Mathu, welcoming you to this show that invites us to reflect the beauty of life dedicated to God. ഞാനാണ് ഇന്നത്തെ ഈശോയുടെ മണവാട്ടിയെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പരിചയപ്പെടുത്തി തരാൻ പോകുന്നത്. Every great vocation begins with simple S. Sister Teresa of Avila responded to God's call by renewing the religious life with courage, wisdom, and deep prayer. She thought intimacy with God transforms every aspect of our life. Her S invites each of us to the journey deeper into Hearts of the Christ. And today we have a very special guest joining us. Here is a small intro video about today's bride.
அழைத்தாயே உனக்காக இறைவா, உந்தன் பணிக்காக அழைத்தாயே தலைவா. அழைத்தாயே உனக்காக இறைவா, உந்தன் பணிக்காக அழைத்தாயே தலைவா. பணித்தாயே.
So let us welcome Sister Monisha from the congregation of Sisters of Destitute. Eesho, Mishihaykku, Stuthi, Ayirikatte, sister. Can you give an intro about yourself and congregation of Sisters of Destitute?
Praise be to Jesus Christ. I am Sister Maria Monisha. I have been born and brought up in Chennai and my home is in Perambur. In my family, I have my mother, my father and my grandmother, and I am the only child for my parents. I completed my schooling in Chennai, and after which I completed my undergraduation in BSc Computer Science and worked in an IT company. It is only after that I entered into my religious life. The SD congregation, though it started in the year 1927 and is preparing itself to celebrate its centenary, during the span of these 100 years, the congregation has spread to across 13 countries globally with a total number of 1,843 professed sisters worldwide. In India, we have 6 provinces and 1 region called the Santhom region, which functions under the Eparchy of Hosur and the dioceses of Chengalpet, Vellore and Ooty. Under the Eparchy of Hosur, we have a regional house at Veerapuram, which carries out its pastoral ministry and the religious formation, a home for the mentally ill women at Tirumulaivail, and a school for the differently abled children at Perambur. And in other parts of Tamil Nadu, we extend our services through the pastoral ministry and healthcare services through hospitals, dispensaries, and so on.
Wow, it is actually good to hear about your family and congregation, sister. Thank you. Now the first question to you, sister. How did you identify your divine call and what made you to choose the congregation of Sisters of Destitute?
When I was small, it was my grandmother who used to take me regularly to the Sunday catechism classes in the church. Furthermore, I studied in Catholic schools being managed by the Sisters of the Presentation of the Blessed Virgin Mary. So during my school days, the sisters as well as the teachers used to insist us saying, at least some of you should become religious for the love of Jesus. That got deeply instilled within me, and thereby I developed a desire for religious life. But being the only child in the family was the only obstacle, and I really had to face a lot of disappointments. So I used to divert my mind from the thought of religious life. But whenever I go to church and look at the face of Jesus in the crucifix, I feel like Jesus is asking me this question: I gave my life for you, what will you give me in return? So, as this kept continuing, and when I felt confused within me, as per the advice of my parish priest, I participated in a retreat at the Ellerwood Divine Mercy Retreat Center, and further went on for a counseling session with the director of the retreat center, Reverend Father Varghese Parikatil VC, who really encouraged me to embrace religious life. And Father himself directed me to the Sisters of the Destitute congregation, in which I am a professed member now.
This is really an inspiration, sister. So the divine call is like this? Okay. Now, for the second question, who is your inspiration, sister, to follow this life? Or who motivated you the most?
My true inspiration to enter into religious life was Saint Mother Teresa of Calcutta. It's because the way she dealt with the poor and the downtrodden on the streets, the way she carried the orphan kids and placed upon her shoulders, the way she touched the lepers, everything attracted me. So, just even by looking at the image of Mother Teresa, I was able to feel the presence of Jesus Christ.
Thank you, sister. Now the third question. How are you enjoying your life now, sister? And what advice would you like to give to the young generation?
In my religious life, I am happy that I belong to Jesus completely. It is this religious call which has taught me to rely upon God's grace each moment, to trust in His divine providence, and believe firmly that each and every life on earth has a purpose. My religious life often reminds me about eternal life. So, my dear children, you are not born into this world just out of chance. Each and every one is precious in the sight of God. So, on this day, I would like to say just one thing. Catch hold of Jesus as your best friend more than anyone else in the world. For Jesus never fails you or disappoints you at any time. Wishing you all God's abundant blessings and all the very best in your lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sister, for your valuable time. I hope all of you are inspired and motivated, right? Let this light shine upon all of us. Let me welcome Joanne Robbins from Ambattur for prayer.
എത്രയും ദയുള്ള മാതാവേ, നിന്റെ സംഗീതയോടി വന്ന് നിന്റെ സഹായം തേടി നിന്റെ മതിശ അപേക്ഷവരിൽ ഒരെണ്ണെങ്കിലും ഉപേക്ഷിച്ചതായി കേട്ടിട്ടില്ല നീ ഓർത്തുന്നില്ല. കന്നികളുടെ രാജ്ഞിയെ ദയുള്ള മാതാവേ, ഈ വിശ്വാസത്തിൽ ധൈര്യപ്പെട്ട് ഞാൻ നിന്റെ തൃപ്പാത്രങ്ങൾ അണിയുന്നു. നെടുവേർപ്പെട്ട് കണ്ണീർ ചിന്തി പാപിയായ ഞാൻ നിന്റെ ദയാധിക്യത്തെ കാത്തോണ്ട് നിന്റെ സന്നിധിയിൽ നിൽക്കുന്നു. അവതരിച്ച വചനത്തിൻ മാതാവേ, എന്റെ അപേക്ഷ ഉപേക്ഷിക്കാതെ ദയുള്ള അമ്മയെ കേട്ടുകൊള്ളുന്നു.
Thank you, Joanne Robbins, for your lovely prayer. I hope all of you enjoyed today's show. Let's meet in another season of Brides of King. Until then, it is Jeffrey V. Joseph signing off. Thank you and Subharatri.